interest, Peter, why would they put I presume it's a French name at the end of an English film, a Guy Ritchie movie? Why wouldn't they call it Operation Fortune Ruse of War, which it means?
It's a very good question. I suppose it gives it international currency to give it that sort of French moniker.
Well, does it? To me, it was an unusual choice. Is all I can say. Not that I'm against it. Don't get me wrong, but it's sort of, and many people are just calling it Operation Fortune because this is a new franchise, presumably. I mean, if it goes well, they may have a second and a third. It's a rollicking, globe-trotting actioner. I've mentioned the director and co-writer is Guy Ritchie. A lot of fun, keeps things moving, and he's developed the script with a couple of co-writers with whom he's worked on his past 3 movies. Talk about Ivan Atkinson and Marn Davies. It starts with 26 security guards murdered in Odessa. I'm not giving too much away here. This is only the very beginning. Shadowy UK intelligence organisation trying to track down who's behind the raid that resulted in this item called the handle being stolen. But neither the agency nor the team of operatives that have been engaged to find it know exactly what that object is. They understand, though, it carries a huge price tag of US $10 billion. That's with a B. The recruiter is a guy called Norman, played by Eddie Marsan. He calls in Nathan Jasmine, Kerry Yules, to assemble a crack team. Jasmine's first choice in that team, well, isn't the easiest man to work with, but he's someone in whom he has total faith. A guy called Orson Fortune, played by Jason Statham. Fortune's choice of sidekick, a guy called Mike, played by Peter Ferdinando, is not available. So in comes a US cybertech whiz called Sarah Fidel, played by Aubrey Plaza. And to complete the triumvirate, there's this up-and-comer called J.J. Davies, played by Bugsy Malone, master of communications, of weaponry and driving. But the trio aren't the only ones looking to claim this prize. And the mission leads them to an international billionaire arms dealer called Greg Simons, played by Hugh Grant. He's not just your regulation villain. He's obsessed with movie stars. One in particular named Danny Francesco, played by Josh Hartnett. So, there we go. Operation Fortune Ruse de Guerre sees Ritchie reunited with both Jason Statham, with whom he worked on Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels, Snatch, Revolver and Wrath of Man, and Hugh Grant. They worked together on The Gentleman. So, plentiful supply of thrills and good humour, follows a tried and true formula, which Ritchie does better than most. Not, I would call, his most sophisticated work, though, Greg, but it's easy to watch. It's escapist fare, isn't it?
It is. It's cliched, formulaic, globe-trotting spy adventure. It ticks all the right boxes for the genre, though, and the MacGuffin here is that thing you call the handle, which is stolen from a secret laboratory there. Look, it's just an excuse to hang lots of action sequences together there. They're well staged, and there's a lot of humour here as well. Jason Statham does his usual tough guy scowl as he dispatches lots of villains with the odd dry one-liner there. I thought Hugh Grant was having fun here as the sleazy billionaire philanthropist arms dealer villain, and he sort of oozes charm and sleaze in the right amounts there. Aubrey Plaza did quite well as the kick-ass action heroine here who supports Orson Fortune. What a great name for a hero that one is.
Yes.
Nothing subtle here about it, but it's basically Guy Ritchie putting together his usual collaborators, including people like Eddie Marsan, who he's worked with quite a few times as well. And this is his 5th collaboration with Jason Statham. But look, it's going to please the fans. It's got well choreographed fisticuffs, spectacular pyrotechnics, a high body count, exotic locations. What more do you want? It's got his usual muscular approach to action. What more do you want?
Exactly. Now, I've taken up far too much time talking about other things, so I'll ask you to keep this brief. Peter, your thoughts?
Look, it is a standard action James Bondish type spy film. Remarkable is Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, a particular scene of Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head. I thought because Guy Ritchie, it seems, has been influenced by that film in being a filmmaker himself. Look, it's well done. I like Josh Hartnett setting himself up to some extent better than Nicolas Cage, I thought, in this film. It's okay, and it was shot largely in Turkey, and it was shown shelved for 12 months, the film, because of the Ukrainian issue.
Oh, I see. And what about you, Dave? Did you enjoy Aubrey Plaza? I thought she impressed as the intelligent femme fatale.
Oh, definitely, yeah. Look, this is a big, dumb action film. It does its job. I enjoyed it. I love seeing Josh Hartnett back. Of course, Guy Ritchie tried to reboot his career with Wrath of Man, and hopefully we do get to see him in some other things. But I thought Hugh Grant stole the show here. I thought Hugh Grant was just absolutely brilliant as this character who's obsessed by actors, but also he plays a character where you're not really sure whether he's going to go to the good side or the dark side. So, yeah, I thought that was the saving grace for this film was Plaza, Grant, and Hartnett's performances.
Yeah. I mean, Grant was terrific in The Gentleman, which was 2019, and I think he revels in this role as this unscrupulous, wealthy, sleazy business broker. Let's get a score out of 10, Dave.
I'm giving it 7 out of 10.
7 out of 10, Operation Fortune, Ruse de Guerre, M-rated 114 minutes. What about you, Peter?
Not a bad film, 6 out of 10.
And Greg?
Well, there's nothing fresh or original here, and it's eminently forgettable, but it's certainly enjoyable while it's on screen. 6 out of 10 for me.
I enjoyed it more than you guys, 7.5 out of 10 for me. Greg, I've just left you with no more than about 90 seconds to